1st of November 2025, a Saturday, 5 p.m. and 51 minutes. As you can notice, I have been meditating a lot, I exercised a few times, and on a Sunday I did a lot of things last week. And I've been trying to copy that success from that one day to copy it in the other days. Today I actually want to talk about my list and what's real and what's not real. And I've discovered after many research that most of it is real. There's if you train it, you can understand it. And so I wanted to show you a little bit. So the first thing on my list is that I am the first librarian of the goldenlibrary.com. And so I've completed that, and I wanted that in case I pass away, that somebody takes it over for me. The point is that it's meant to preserve knowledge. That's and so anybody's welcome if they say they have a special gift and they want it to be researched, they can come to me. And so I made the goldenlibrary.com. If you can watch on the computer screen, the Golden Library, and this list I want to have all the things I put on that list into my library. And I hope that many people will come to it one day and that they all find what they're looking for in the unbelievable skills. So I'm working towards that. All right, I'll go down the list. The Golden Library portal is actually my highest affirmation. My highest affirmation is I am the librarian of the Golden Library that has put the Golden Library portal in each and every sentient willing being in the universe so that it may create good-oriented, revolutionary, evolutionary, wonderbaarlijke universes or dimensions. And so what I wanted for humanity is that one day we can think of a portal, step through it in our physical body, and go anywhere in the universe. And so I'm still working towards it. But I remember I went to an event, and these were people that were gonna step through portals, and I remembered it because I noticed I was being hypnotized, and I cut it off because I didn't trust them enough. And so I got my money back, and I never saw them again. They were very mysterious people. Anyway, that's the Golden Library portal. And like Stargate SG-1, a physical portal, I want one for humanity. And I want my own library portal where you can go to the library It should maintain all life forms. but these are big ambitions. Okay, convict conditioning. Convict conditioning is so commonly there is known that you can exercise with weights and that you get strong. But in the past, we used our body to train and get strong. And so the difference with weight training and calisthenics is that with weights, the more heavier the weight, the to train you can have a heavier weight, and with calisthenics it's a more difficult technique. The more higher you go into the exercise. And so I've been training that, and I noticed that it's true, and you can get the same or even better physical level without the weights. The fourth thing is crystals. I have a crystal here. It's the Master Healer quartz. And so I read a book that talks about invoking spirits into material. And I want to research that. I don't know whether it's real, but I've seen so many unbelievable things that were true that I suggest that it's true, but it's a forgotten knowledge and not commonly known. Okay, place it here. Running is a common thing. I put it on there for my own physical health. Everybody knows that you get better at running the more you do it, and that you lose fat. So, but some things are like you can run differently and you conserve more energy. So it's a whole science. Quitting smoking, I've been trying for a few years now. It's still difficult, but that's a personal problem. Wim Hof method, it works. It's real. During last year winter or 2 years ago or 3, I was good. I was training a lot, and I was sitting outside in the cold, and when I did the breathing exercise, my body started to heat up. So I got till there. That was the highest I ever achieved in the Wim Hof method. Wim says like it's the way to communicate with the soul, and I haven't reached that level yet. I still need to train a lot. Memory training, the highest I ever got was that I could memorize 3 packs of cards. Of 52 cards, I could see them once and memorize them, and I had like 140 correct and a few errors. But the goal I am trying to achieve with memory training is that I can remember each day. So there is a calendar which is called the Scott Flansburgh's calendar. He's a mathematician, and if I organize the days with symbols and put them in my mind, I can actually store each day into my mind. And for now, I've been using the list, my agenda, but in the future, once I finally work towards it, I understand how it works, then I can remember each day. And so I'm looking forward to that day. Telekinesis, it's real. I've practiced it for 3 days a few years back, and I could push the energy outside of my right hand into my left hand, and it felt like a ballpoint pen. So that's the highest I ever got. It's called Psi Ball, and I have to practice. All these things I've practiced, but I need to get to the level where I can give a demonstration. So the reason why I do the Librarian slogs is to see that I've been practicing for a while now, and that one day I can give demonstrations. So that it's easier to open up somebody to a new subject. I can show other people who have achieved it, but it's better if I can do it one day. Languages. I want to learn a lot of languages. And the Michel Thomas method has been working for me, but I haven't studied a lot. Lucid dreaming is real. I've lucid dreamed before, and there's a lot going on in the dream world. You notice in my logs I write down my dreams, and it's usually in the morning that I remember. But I noticed that when I'm in the dream world, I can do telekinesis. I'm very primal. There is not the layer of consciousness that would act differently. There is no layer before. It goes out. Like one dream, was a vampire told me to eat an eye, and I because it would make me stronger, and I felt stronger in the dream. But if I do that in the real world, I would not agree to it. The consciousness of this person would find that very disturbing. And so there is a lot to learn from the dreams, because we spend 25 years of our entire life in the dream world. And I noticed that also people who have trained a lot in the mind can enter somebody else's dream. And I've had it happen with me, with a monk, and he showed me some things. But I notice most people, they don't remember it, their dreams, but they've lived through it. So I notice that I'm always aware. I'm always observing. Even if I get knocked out, I'm still observing. But it doesn't mean that the memory is working. But in the dream, I have memories of other dreams, and I act on that subconsciously, like, because I've lived through the dreams, I've lived through them. But there's more to learn. Okay, remote viewing. Remote viewing is real, and it's gonna be the most popular and the biggest psychic ability that is out there. With remote viewing, you can see with your thoughts or your subconscious into anywhere, anytime in the universe or other universes. it's like the side, you know. And it's a crucial skill because you can also watch higher planes, and I've, I will be able to remote view one day, and I'll get really good at it because it's one of the most important skills to master. But then there is also memory. I'm gonna skip a bit, number 21. I know I talked about it already. Okay. Hypnosis. Hypnosis is working with your subconscious or your higher self. There is past life regression hypnosis. There is behavioral hypnosis. There is so many. Hypnosis is a very big skill because even talking, as I understand it, is a way of hypnosis. Talking, you put information into somebody else's mind so that they can use it, and you will behave differently if you talk to somebody, and that is how deep I could understand it, that that even a walk is hypnotizing. There is so much to learn. I'll make many videos in the future. I'll do the Librarian slog for at least 10 years. I said that I was gonna do it for my whole life, but you never know what might happen. But if it all goes well, I'll do these slogs for the rest of my life. Comfort zone, that comes from Quantum Leap Advantage, QLA. There is, and also from Immortality, that one should face their fears, and that's also a lot of research. Events, so I'm gonna, from all these skills, I'll put them on the website and I'll make events about it so that I can show it to the people and earn a little bit so that the website can run indefinitely. Pranic Living is from the Netherlands, from Brahman Manor. I've bought his book and I've done his meditation, and I notice it. I notice the prana when I do the meditation. I've done it 3 times. That's nearly enough, but for purpose of knowing whether it's real or not, I've tried it and I noticed step 1 works. So I've done so many step 1s that I know that it's real. So prana, you can live off it instead of eating and drinking water. Eating food or drinking water. He achieved it, and you. Once I have a bit of money, I'm gonna make a log about it and go to his events. And it'll be this year, no, next year maybe. Oh, if it's not next year, then it'll be the year after, but very soon. AI, I want to have my own AI for the Golden Library video game. It's more like a platform so that the skills that you learn in the game and you have an AI assistant with it. Desert Cyborg is a side project. I wanted to make a book, a video game about a cyborg that lives on the moon. You can read it a bit in my website. It's a fun read. Drawing, I want to get good at drawing. And in remote viewing, it requires you to draw some things, and it's always fun if you can do a project and make a very beautiful drawing about it. The human calculator is Scott Flansburgh. Scott Flansburgh is a human calculator, and he teaches math in a way that should be taught at schools. It's very interesting. Also, his calendar the calendar I utilize comes from there. Where am I? The website. The website is online, so I achieved that. You can study everything I've posted. There's a course with each unbelievable skill, and so if you say like I don't believe it, but I'm not gonna study it, then you should change that thought and say like, if I don't believe it, I'm gonna study it and find out. That's how I got this far. That's how I was able to broaden my horizons. And one day I'll be good at convincing other people and be able to give demonstrations so that they can better understand the skill and be more open about it. Astral projection, but I haven't been able to do. Oh yeah, I have two memories. One time I drank so much, and I was laying in the couch, and I was vibrating. I was like, and at one point, my body, my astral body, pulled through my back. 1, 2, 3, and then I flew through the house and through in the forest. I was in Center Parks at that time, and I said like, I'm leaving my body. I'm in the world of forces, and next is the astral plane above, and so I felt my body, and I got back in my body. And another time I smoked weed, and I sat down to meditate, and I think I went through a higher plane. I was able to observe it. My body was dark and had a light around it, like the contours. And when I looked at my heart, there were these light balls swirling around where my heart should be, and I looked into the with my inner eye in the room, and the room was totally black, but you could still a bit see the things that are there. And when I looked outside, I noticed the energy, the vastness of this universe, and the color was red, orange tinted, yellow, and it was vast and timeless. Really unbelievable. I have achieved that only once, but I think it's possible without weed. And it's way better to do it without. But the conditions were right, and I transported to a higher dimension with my body still here. But okay. Memories, QLA. QLA is by Dan Peña, Sir Dan Peña, and it's how to get filthy rich or achieve any goal you desire in life. It's a necessity. I follow the QLA for Dummies guideline, and I really recommend it. The no bullshit way to achieving your results. Music, I like music. I have a lot of music playing in my head during the day. Um, and I practice sometimes. So that's also on my wish list. Levitation, so be able to levitate and fly. Uh, I don't, I think it is possible, but I haven't found anybody. Actually, I've met people who claim they levitated, and so that's really interesting for me. So if I ever find a course or I make one, then I'll tell you guys. Teleportation for the Golden Library portal or with the body teleportating. I've found a lead. Grandmaster Wolf once talked about it in his videos, and he said that it is possible, but I don't know how. I haven't been able to practice it or know step one, so that's really a crucial thing. Chiro practices, like I want to be able to help my friends and family with their aches and pains, or strangers. I want to learn acupuncture. I want to learn about Qi and martial arts. These are all things that are commonly known. I won't go deeper into that. Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, it's real. Just like I explained with hypnosis, even a conversation can aid somebody. Unity, I want to make a video game. Yeah, immortality. You're already immortal. You're an ISB, like Farsight says, and you have an astral body, but it's also possible to achieve physical immortality. I've found a person who interviewed a person who is immortal, and you should really read the book. It's on my website already. It is possible. Magic, I'm talking about the real magic, the things that fairy tales are based on. It's possible. But after a while, if you study magic enough, you'll understand it's also a science. But to somebody who hasn't studied it, it looks like magic. Okay, height, you can get taller at any age. There's many things about that. Third eye, invisibility. If I ever find a way to do it, I'll show you. Meditation, an observatory, quantum physics, standing meditation, mysticism, and that's about it. And Merkaba. These are all things I'm gonna study throughout my life and reach the desired level.